day, everyone. Question often comes up is, where do you begin? Where do you go? And a lot of times we've burned all our bridges. Nobody believes us. And people are just telling you to quit. Why can't you just stop? Why can't you just quit? Where do you go?
Yeah, you laid it out for me, which I thought was very cool. You said, you don't have a license, you don't have a job, you burned your bridges, you're still using dope, you got charges pending, you got kicked out of your house.
Baby mom was 6 months pregnant.
You got nowhere to live, and you're saying, and this is when we ask the question, hey, I need help.
Yeah.
What do I do? And this is the part that's this separates the boys from the men here. Everybody, this is this piece right here. I remember making 100 phone calls to programs looking for help, and they all asked the same question: do you have insurance? And I laughed and I said, of course I don't have insurance. And they said, well, we're sorry, we can't help you. And then I couldn't get into detox because it was full.
Yeah. And
I'm living in my car and nowhere to go, nowhere to turn, and that's the place where things are really fixing to happen for you, but it doesn't feel like it, does it? You're at the bottom.
The other side of that is we've become such instant gratifiers that we want it done now. We're not willing to call 10 different places or 20 different places, and we get the ethics.
Yeah, because it's easier to go get high.
Right.
It's easier to go get high.
I want it now.
But there is no such thing. And when you start to learn to live life on life's terms, there is no instant gratification, and that's going to be a tough hurdle for you to come by. But I want to encourage you, David, and I want to encourage you today. You continue to pursue the recovery that you need. You ask everybody. Do you know where I can get some help? Man, I'm a drug addict. I'm an alcoholic. Whatever. I need help. You and I were talking earlier. My situation came from a guy at work. I got at work. I was at work one day, hungover, high, wasted, from a night out like we've done a million times. I asked this guy at work. I said, man, I need help. And he goes, hey, I know a guy who runs a program, not far from here. And, that's just how it happens. Listen to what I'm going to say to you. When you're willing to do whatever it takes to get clean, the doors start to open. Things start to fall into place for us. And I've heard this 1,000 times over the years. You have to just continue to pursue and ask, where can I get help? Do you know anybody that can help me? Do you know anybody where I can get treatment? Do you know where I can go to a meeting? Do you know whether there's somewhere I can get housing? Do you're asking these questions. It's active seeking the recovery. It's active seeking. There is no such thing as passive recovery. It's non-existent. Recovery is a constant pursuit and using all the resources, no matter who they are. Ask the question, hey, do you know where I can get some help? Do you know where I can get a job? Do you know where I can, or how I can get my license back? Or you're asking these questions. If you're not asking, you're not pursuing it, nothing's going to open up for you. And it's not going to look like you think it's going to look. When I finally landed in a treatment program, it wasn't what I thought it was going to be at all. But it was help. It was the help that I needed, and it was the door that opened for me to get the help that I really, really needed. Thanks so much. We'll see you next week.